Do Americans have the right to life, liberty, and sex toys? No, says a federal appeals court in Alabama regarding those last items. It upheld a state law banning the sale but not the possession of sex toys. But should the government get into what happens behind closed doors? It's our hot topic tonight. Sherri Williams has a business selling sex toys. She's the one who filed the suit against Alabama. And her attorney, Mike Fees, is in Chattanooga. Good evening to both of you. We have heard from the other side of this argument, the state of Alabama. We're going to get to their reaction in just a moment. But first, I want to ask you this. Sherri, why did you decide to file this suit?
Well, not only as a store owner, but as a woman, I believe that, the state of Alabama had no right making a choice for me intimately and as a business person.
But they're not actually prohibiting women or men from receiving sex toys from out of state. They're just saying, look, we as a state have decided that stores are not going to sell this material in state.
Well, not sell them, that means people can't buy them. I mean, of course you could drive hundreds of miles across the line, but that inconveniences people and therefore basically prohibits them.
I mean, Mike, this actually started back in 1998, or even before then. I mean, you're trying to repeal the law that dates back to 1998. It was an obscenity law that was actually aimed at topless dancing. But the fact of the matter is, for people in Alabama, they still have access to things like condoms. They still have, ways of getting the material that you're trying to ban. So, what is the purpose of trying to pursue this suit?
Well, the issue raised by our lawsuit is whether the United States Constitution grants to its adult citizens the right to engage in private consensual sexual activity. It's far more significant than the mere issue of toys, and frankly, it's our position that the government interference of the private lives of its citizens should stop at the bedroom door.
But didn't the 11th Circuit Court actually say that to actually have the Constitution addressed the sexual private lives, that's not that it wasn't its role, so that basically they didn't think that this was a constitutional issue. And frankly, if Alabama wanted to overturn this law, why can't they just go ahead and get a referendum together if that's what the state of Alabama wants to do?
We tried.
Well,
you tried?
The United States Supreme Court last year in a case called Lawrence versus Texas determined that it was unconstitutional to criminalize consensual homosexual activity in Texas. And in many regards, that Supreme Court opinion resolves the issue, at least in our mind, resolves the issues that we've raised in our lawsuit. Now, the majority opinion of the 11th Circuit declined to see it that way,
so
but that is our position.
Sherri, what are you going to do next? What's going to happen next? Because people there's a boom actually on sales of sex toys because there's a moratorium on this law as it's going through the appeal process.
Well, I intend to rally the people. I would like to ask everyone to go to williamsversusalabama.com and stand up in support of kicking the government out of our bedrooms. They don't belong there, and
You're going to appeal this to the Supreme Court, do you think?
Yes,
you are? And Mike,
so.
you're willing to take it? And if you do take it, by the way, how in the world do you argue a case like this? I mean, what do you literally say in the courtroom? Do you bring props? How do you make this point clear to the judges?
No. The issues that are raised are far beyond the toy issue, and so the focus is upon the Constitution and the rights granted under the Constitution. The issues that we're debating today could have ramifications for literally hundreds of years into the future. So it's not near so.
Can you imagine standing there arguing this before Justice Scalia of the U.S. Supreme Court?
Oh, I'd be honored to do so. I would be honored to do so.
Mike Fees. Sherri Williams.
Actually,
we'll see what happens. So you're going through the appeals process right now. We'll be following this case. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Alabama Attorney General Troy King made the following comment to CNN about the court's decision upholding the ban. He said the legislature passed this act and it was the duty of this office to defend it in court. The 11th Circuit has done its duty in upholding the act, and we hope this is the end of the matter.